Okay guys, here's what I'm doing with the Prosperity Society. Out here, people are all disabled. They're bipolar, they commit crimes, they have low IQs, they're fat, they're ugly, one arm shorter than the other. Almost everybody has a problem. They're dysfunctional. It's one big Jerry Springer episode. And it causes unnecessary poverty. It causes death. It's a life-threatening level of stupidity. It causes people to just be miserable and not live their life. I've seen bridges collapse, brand new bridges that were built improperly on a major US highway just a mile from where I live. I've seen people get killed and the police don't even investigate it. I've seen houses burn down where the firefighters don't even know how to use the hose right. I've had school teachers that can't even do the math that they're supposed to be teaching us. I've seen it, I've dealt with it. I've also seen the culture change. We used to celebrate our abilities. Now we celebrate our disabilities. We celebrate the victim. We talk about the minority, the underdog, the failure, the revenge of the loser. Almost every Hollywood movie has some kind of loser theme about it. The culture itself has been permeated by this concept of being a loser. America doesn't win anymore, but it's a global phenomenon. So my larger goal here is I'd like to create a community, a society, if you will, that encourages healthy people. We have smart children. Hopefully our children are smarter and more beautiful than us and healthier than we are. Instead, it's a documented fact that more and more children have diabetes, more children are bipolar, more have mental disorders, and it's because the people who are disabled are having children. They're spreading these genetic diseases along with improper diet and just a culture that encourages bad habits and encourages people to be a loser. So that's my larger goal, is I want to help humanity by creating a culture and a community of excellence. A community where people are made better. I feel like most of these churches, most of these clubs and groups and gangs, they make you a worse person. They bring out the worst in people rather than really pushing people to be stronger and smarter and better. But the more immediate goal is I'm looking for people who will work together to make money. I'm looking for roommates. That's one of the biggest things, is save money by living together. Beyond that, I need business partners. Even the smallest business of cutting grass, I need 3 or 4 people to do it, to do the labor. It's just too much for one person. Okay, you make a lot more money that way. It's a lot more stress-free where you don't have a boss. I need us to save up money and buy real estate. We'll buy a house, rent it out, we'll take out a mortgage on that house, buy another house, and so on and so forth. We might buy apartment buildings and such. We can be self-made millionaires in a short period of time doing that. Now the thing I need is not to convince people to join me. I'm not trying to convince Larry the crackhead to become a Hrothgar Society member or Prosperity Society, if you want to call it that. I need people who are good business partners. I need people who are smart, trustworthy, reliable. And that's the main thing. There's very few people like that. I need to know that you have my back, that you'll fight, that you're a fighter. People need to know not to mess with us. If someone hits us, we hit them back. Whether it's legal, for example, say if someone robs us and we go to the police and we report the robbery to the police with evidence and the police do nothing. We need to record the police and take the police to court and file complaints against the police, not only the person that robbed us. Most people I meet, I don't want to stir up any trouble. I don't want to criticize the police. I don't want to fight anybody. But when they have that attitude, they become a human punching bag. I've tried to live that way. When I let people abuse me, they just abuse me more. I'll let them hit me once, they hit me again, then they hit me again, and next thing you know, I'm just a human punching bag for them. So the easier way is actually to fight back and let people know, hey, I'm not going to let you use and abuse me. No matter how hard it is, I'm going to fight back against it, you know. And once we cultivate, what's hard when I'm doing that by myself is these people, well, the last 100 people I robbed, I got away with it, and the police did nothing. Oh, I beat up 3,000 people before, and I've never went to jail for it. I've never had anybody hit me back. So when I'm the only person out here that's hitting back, it means I'm spending all my time fighting, you know. If I have a handful of people, we can create a reputation where people know not to mess with us. I'm trying to get away from the birds and the sun and everything, but What happens, I have a lot of people that contact me interested in Prosperity Society. I say, set up a time and place for us to meet. We'll meet 5 o'clock Friday at the Starbucks. They always cancel the plans. A lot of times last minute. Oh, something came up. Can we do it Sunday? Okay, what time and place? Sunday. They never follow through. And that just means you're not reliable. I need you to be professional, to be like a business person, to be reliable, to do your homework, do your research. The people that are contacting me, they're very casual about things, or they try to argue about nonsense. Like, I have some information on the occult. I don't care if you believe in occultism or not. I don't care if you practice it or not. It has no bearing on the society. I just say that's something I'm interested in. That's something society members can study and pursue together. And this guy, oh, I don't believe in rabbit's foots and this and that. And I said, well, there are scientific principles behind the occult, such as we don't perceive reality as it really is. You know, here's some scientists saying that there are some concepts in quantum physics you can read about. And here, you can research it yourself if you're interested. Oh, I'm not interested in the society now. You guys are crazy, you know. So the difficulty here is I have a huge amount of interest. I get 100 unique visitors on my webpage a week, and that's been going on for a couple years since I built the site. And even when I'm not really advertising anything, I've barely even begun to advertise, a few Craigslist advertisements. When I put out an advertisement on Craigslist, I have several people reply, oh, I'm in the exact same situation. Okay, set up a time and place to meet. They never follow through with the meeting. So there's not much I can do for you if you act that way, but thank you for your time.